good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for doing this interview with me.
You're welcome.
So, Iris is Goldie Hawn's assistant, and it's so cool. I'm so excited to hear how you got from Paris to College of Charleston, which that's what we have in common, to LA.
Yeah, moving west every year.
Yeah. So how did that happen?
I was studying in Paris. I went to college actually for a year in Paris, and I was in law school actually for 1 year because you can go to law school after you graduate from high school over there.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really love it, and I thought it would be great for me to study abroad for 1 semester, and so I applied to the College of Charleston, who had a great equestrian program, and I was big into horses at the time. And so I wanted to keep riding horses and learn English, because I didn't speak English at the time. And so that's how I ended up there, and I loved it so much that I stayed for 4 years.
You didn't speak English when you came to
Not much, not much.
Wow.
It was bad. My friends can tell you it was bad. So
well, I'm very impressed. You're doing great.
Thank you. So,
yeah.
Hard work, but yeah, and I graduated from there, and I stayed there. I never moved back to France.
Yeah.
Yet.
And then how did that transition into sunny LA?
Sunny LA, well, after I graduated, I wanted a summer job, and I thought, you know, I love the entertainment industry. My parents were in the business in France, so I'm going to drive my car to LA. I didn't know anyone there. Oh, you drove over here? Okay. Yeah, I drove and didn't have a place to stay, and I was like, yeah, I'll just find an internship. It'll be great. And and that's how I started. How did you find the internship? I went on a website, Craigslist. Actually, I think it was Craigslist, and they were looking for a production intern. Oh, wow. And I didn't know what it was at all, and it was close from where I lived. I was so lost in LA, anyways. And that was 2 days after I moved. Oh, wow, that's great. That's great. Did you? And so you did not have any prior experience as an assistant at all? None. None. No. No. I worked at a coffee shop before, and then I taught horseback riding. So that was. Oh my gosh! Yeah. And you know what? I'm really finding that with a lot of assistants that they don't have that experience. So I want to encourage other assistants that you can just find different avenues out there. You can newspaper, Craigslist, everything, and you never know what's going to happen. Yeah. It's Hollywood. Anything can happen. So just keep going at it. What's the most common misconception about being an assistant that you have found? I think people think it's a lot more fun than it really is. It's not a lot of work, but it really is a lot of hard work and long hours, and you sit behind your desk and at your computer, you know, all the time, pretty much. Yeah. So that's probably the most. But it does have some perks. Oh, do you have any cool perks? You get to meet a lot of people. Yeah. You get to meet, you know, actors, philanthropists. You know, I didn't meet her, but I went to a conference where Michelle Obama was speaking, and we're like front row, and it was so surreal. And you get to do that because of your boss, really. Oh yeah, that would be great. That's a really cool part. What's the biggest challenge that you have found? I think it's time management, because definitely, yeah. You just get so much thrown in your face and so many emails every day. So balancing that is Do you have any tips to balance, like to keep that zen? I'm big on lists, and I'm like really excited about making lists. And so I think when you write everything done and you break it down, like, you know, you're going to do this between 10 and 11, and you're going to take a break. Yeah. And I think that's what's helped me. Now, are you involved with Goldie's Foundation? Yeah, actually, yeah, the Hahn Foundation. Is it HahnFoundation.org. HahnFoundation.org, okay. She's the founder, pretty much, and she's been running it for years. So you know, I'm kind of her executive assistant for that. Okay. And she's so involved that obviously I'm involved every day. And what is that foundation? It's a program for children, and they've developed a curriculum which is now being published by Scholastic, so it's a big achievement for them. Yeah. And it's in a lot of schools all across America and England, so it's a great program. Yeah, maybe you can get into France as well. Yes, I hope so, one day. So now we're in the media world now, with Twitter that's coming about, how has that affected you? Are you getting tons of followers being Goldie's assistant, asking you all kinds of questions and disrupting your scheduled day, or is it how is that? No, I actually don't. I don't really communicate with Goldie on Twitter. Yeah. So I helped her at first when she started it, but so I do it for like my friends. No, I did some most of mutual friends. Yeah. A lot of my friends are on it, but I don't really do it for work. Okay, like really. For personal. Okay. No, yeah. Okay. Until they see this, sorry. Then you have. I'm new on Twitter too. I tweet much.
Yeah. It's kind of addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you travel a lot? Like, what percentage do you travel with your current
I
position?
travel more now, actually. Yeah. I have a very independent boss, but now we actually go to New York a lot, because she has a place in New York. And we're doing she's doing a lot of work for the foundation in New York, because it's based there. So we've been going there a lot, every month, pretty much.
Yeah.
And we travel throughout the United States. She does a lot of, she's invited to speak at different conferences.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Do you have any favorite places that you like?
I think New York's my favorite.
New York, yeah. Now, when you're traveling, I'd love to ask this tip. This question. Do you have any travel tips? Because especially right now, everybody's charging like the carry-on.
Yeah.
If you want to check your bag, so you have to be really.
And I'm the worst packer in the world, pretty much. So I've learned that. Packing light is definitely a good thing for me, but I was the worst packer in the world, and
so you just kind of toss it and go.
I kind of toss and go. That's true. Yeah.
Now, relating to friends, do you feel like you have more friends than when you started, or do you feel like friends have gotten back in touch with you because you work for Goldie, or how has that affected you?
I think it's affected me positively, because people that I've lost touch with, and they see that I'm doing that, and so they send me a message on Facebook, but it's not like a lot of random people.
Right.
I've tried to get back in touch with me. It's more like people that didn't know who I was, what I was doing, and
well, that's good. That's really
they know where I am. I'm not lost.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I love style. It's one of my favorite things. So, what's your daily style like? You are surrounded by like the top designers. You're getting top clothes sent to you. How? First of all, are you influenced by the styles that are coming to you? And also, as an assistant, how do you maintain your budget when you have Dolce beside you and Gucci? How do you do that?
That's been hard, because when you shop with someone who's who gets clothes like that, it's hard.
Yeah, and such a great style too.
Yeah, and going to Barney's and fun stores like that.
Can I just buy that tomorrow?
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
But it's been challenging, because I have a bit of a shopping problem. So.
What are your favorite stores do you like to go to?
I'm big on department stores. I love Nordstrom. I love Bloomingdale's.
You have expensive taste. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't shop that much anymore. I just buy a couple good pieces and
I think it's important for assistants that when they get the industry and they do start making big bucks, if you can, to manage that save. Don't just spend it all. And it's fun to go to the discount stores too. Like I still am like $8.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Loehmann's here.
Oh yeah, Loehmann's. Yeah, everything.
Love that.
So that's great. And with makeup and hair with the Glam team, you get a lot of experience about being around with that. Do you have any great tips that you would like to share?
I've definitely learned a few things from them.
Yeah.
Because I was so bad at doing my own makeup when I first started working for Goldie, but now seeing them in action, I've definitely learned to take care of my skin a little bit more. And they've given me tips on that. Primer. I didn't know what primer was. Now I do.
And concealer and under. I was like, I guess I need to start doing that.
I thought you only needed foundation before.
Right. Yeah. So that's a good tip. And would you like to give other assistants who are starting out or in the business any helpful tips?
Just don't be afraid to knock on doors and send your resumes out and. I think, a lot of people are afraid to do that or to move somewhere if they don't know anyone. I didn't know anyone. Worked out, but don't be afraid. I think it's
to keep going.
The most.
Yeah, that's great advice. That's really great advice, because just push through doors, because eventually you will get somebody that needs somebody.
Exactly. No. Yeah. Eventually you will, definitely.
Okay. Well, great. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate you
taking your
time. You have such a busy schedule, so really do appreciate it. Thanks,
You're
Iris.
welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.